Come on, can you not get up here? I want you guys to get up here. Well, one of you. Come on. Whoa. Actually, you know what? I'm okay with that. Have fun. Have him kill the other creeper, too. Let's keep going. Do my torches line up properly? They do. That one's on the left. So if I put it on the right, but then I see another one on the left, it's like, okay, so this one must be... This must lead here, and then I can go to the right. Yep, okay, good stuff. Here's an idea. Also, here's something I noticed that like virtually no Minecrafters do. I realize a lot of you might, but like Minecraft YouTubers and stuff like that, I've legitimately never seen anybody use signs for what they were probably originally meant for. See, because the following the torches on the right side to get out thing works fantastic, but notice the situation I just found myself in. I finished off these creepers. Now let's say I got lost like right here. I want to see a treasure chest so badly right now. Uh-oh. No, not right now, Scotty. I'm trying to say something. What if I got lost like right here? I'd be like, okay, I'll put the torches on the right and then I'll follow them. Well, now it's on the left. What? Wait, but this one's on the right, so I should go this way. Wait, now there's a torch on the left. That means I should go this way? Wait, no, now there's a torch on the left. What? What's out here? I'm so lost, you know, even though I'm not really lost. I know to go this way. But like, let's say I come here like, I don't know, a month from now. That sort of thing may not specifically still stick in my mind. So when I reach this crossroads, when I reach this interesting point, what I do is I go, boom. See? Very nice. Okay, apologies for the quick edit. What you may have heard just now, you may have heard it in the microphone. Oh, hi. Oh, I can't crit here. Not enough headroom. What you may have heard was my dad. He was working out in the garage. Not working out, but he was working in carpentry stuff. He likes doing that sort of thing. Yes, I'm 38 years old and I still live with my parents. In fact, I've never moved out. I do intend to, of course, but I'm one of those people who just never found himself in a situation where he was making a lot of money or enough money for a consistent amount of time to actually do that. Okay. So yeah, if you're in a situation right now, oh man, I wish somebody would have told me this when I was like in my 20s. If you're in a situation right now where you feel like you're so far behind and you should have moved out and all kinds of stuff by now, you know, all these should have, could haves, would haves, if only ifs, you know, all that kind of thing, all those thoughts that you have, know that it's way more commonplace than you might imagine. Oh, I got a flower. Know that it's way more commonplace than you might imagine. It's not easy these days to reach that point. It's really not. And sometimes things just don't play in your favor. I was really distraught for a long time over the fact that I have never had my own place. I was really distraught about that for a long time. Then I just eventually realized, you know what, this is my path. This is what I'm doing. And then you stop caring about what others think, and you know, then you actually start feeling confident about what you're saying. Ooh, this abandoned mine shaft is absolutely crazy. Feeling good about the iron I'm collecting too. Ooh, 35, that's good. Skeletons are being kind of a pain though. Skeletons, spiders, and other mobs are being kind of a pain though. Anyway, I do have thoughts to launch a Patreon, but I want to prove to myself that I can actually make it worth my viewers' money. Let me tell you folks a story. So, many of you know that I've been streaming on Twitch for the past 5 years now on a schedule. Actually, the past month or two, I broke off that schedule. But for about 4 or 5 years, I Streamed very, very regularly and with great success, as far as the schedule is concerned. On Twitch, and I intend to go back to it at some point, hopefully soonish. But here's the fun fact. While I have had monetization turned on Twitch, I'm a partner. While I have had monetization turned on Twitch for a long time now, what a lot of people may not realize is that I've actually had, oh yeah, there's some money. I've actually had partnership on Twitch since like 2011. When it was just in TV. When it was just in TV, I had partnership already. Their partnership criteria were different back then. They said, you can be a partner on Twitch. I'll just call it Twitch, even though it was just in back then. They said you can have a partnership on Twitch if you already have a big and popular YouTube channel. And in 2010, 2011, I had a very active and very big YouTube channel. Minecraft, StarCraft 2 had just come out. You know, all kinds of things like that. I was doing really well on YouTube. So I just linked my YouTube and said, yeah, can I be a partner? This is my YouTube channel. And they're like, yeah, it's 2011. You're like one of the biggest YouTubers on the whole platform. It's true, I was at one point. Like, yeah, of course you can be partner. So I got partner then. But I never turned on the monetization settings. Not for a number of years. Then sometime around 2014, 2015, 2016, I don't remember. Whatever 4 or 5 years ago is from this point right now at the time of this recording. Yay, money! Did I get 2? I got 1. Let me check if there's more. The reason I never turned on monetization on Twitch, even though I had partner for so long, oh man, that must sound so foreign to a lot of people, like having partner for that long and then just not turning on monetization. Like for a lot of people, it's a dream, right? Twitch partnership. Be careful with that dream if that's your dream, by the way. It's not everything it's not everything it's cracked up to be, as they say. Be careful, honestly. As long as you're careful and you know what you're doing, everything should be good. But also be careful of like the dangers of the stresses that come with it. I shouldn't go into a long ramble at this point. But yeah, if you're not a fan of anxiety, you probably don't. Then, if you're not a fan of anxiety, then Twitch streaming as a career probably is not for you. And I don't think anybody is a fan of anxiety, so... Point being... And let's get back... you know what? Let's get back... Ah! Let's get back to what I was talking about. You know what? I'm keeping this around for no reason. Oh, this is so slow. Life is too short for stone tools. Boop. Oh. I pressed my throwaway key from Tarkov. I didn't turn on monetization for my Twitch for a long time, since we're getting back on topic. Because my habit on Twitch, just as has been on YouTube for the longest time, was to... whatever. I would stream for like a couple of weeks. And then I would take like 4 months off of the stream. Like streaming was a thing that I used to do just because every now and then. I never had monetization on. So it was just a fun thing to do. But then it came to the point where I wanted to monetize my Twitch. I said, you know what? I can do that. Why don't I do that? Let me give that a try. But before I do that, I want to prove not only to my viewers, but also to myself. Oh, hi. There you all are. Wanted to prove not only to my... Is that a poisonous spider? Oh, dang it. How many arrows do I even have? 7 still? Pop. pop. I wanted to prove not just to my viewers, but also to myself that I could stream on a schedule. Oh, goodness. Goodness me. I want you dead. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. I'm in space. Gotta go. No, I don't. Good enough. Can I just shift click these to get them back down there? Yeah, I can. Cool. So I wanted to prove to myself and to my viewers, but mostly to myself, that I could stream on a schedule because I didn't want to start charging people. I didn't want to turn on monetization. I didn't want people to start subscribing to me and giving me their money, you know, paying me for entertainment, and then have me just do my usual thing of take like several months off. I didn't want that to happen, you know, because people gave me money. I wanted them to get value. I wanted to make sure my channel provided value before I did any of that stuff. Oh, we got a broken bow here. You know what? And yes, I know I could have done this for my sword earlier too. So what I did was for 6 months, I streamed on a Sunday, Wednesday schedule every week for a couple hours a day. Nothing major, but it's what I could keep up with. This is a torch just to prevent spawning. So instead of doing that, we're gonna go like this because I use torches for navigation. Okay. So what I did was I streamed for 6 months on that schedule without monetization on, just so I could know that I could turn monetization on with peace of mind, knowing that I am the kind of person that can actually do that, because I didn't know if I was the kind of person that could back then. So I did. I streamed for a long time without any kind of compensation except donations and bits and, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah. Since we were talking, and the reason this all came up now that I think about it, is because we were talking about the fact that I haven't moved out yet. 38 years old. So again, don't feel bad. You'll get to where you're going. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, the reason I bring that up is because I briefly mentioned Patreon earlier. It's been on my mind. I kind of want to launch one so that I'm not put in a position again where I have to start a GoFundMe to pay for a root canal, you know? If that kind of thing crops up... Whoa, cool. If that kind of thing crops up, I want to be able to handle it without having to worry about that. Hey there, big guy. Coming my way. Where's the other dude here? You still there? Oh, you are still there. I like how they don't aggro in packs. Come on, you next. So yeah, I've been thinking about starting up a Patreon, but before I do that, just like the whole point of that Twitch story, because I did eventually turn on monetization after I did prove to myself that I could stream for half a year on a schedule, you know, so that I knew that my channel was worth the money. I'm kind of doing the same thing with my YouTube channel, and the truth is I've been trying to do that for a long time. But I haven't succeeded yet. And I am feeling really good about it lately because the root canal thing may have been a blessing in disguise. And if you're new to Minecraft, don't worry, that's just one of the very rare ambient sounds that can play. It does add some creepiness factor, especially for newer players. They'd be like, what in the world is that? Dude, this mine shaft, which turned into just like normal caving, has been really good. Has been really good. Look at all the stuff we got. I'm so happy. I'm so stoked about the iron I have. 4 arrows. Flint's nice. I guess I can get rid of these, but I mean, if I did that, that's less to trade. I know that the cleric in the village takes those. And I want bone meal. Do I really need all the string? What do I not? I don't need the diorite. And I guess I could just make another button whenever I want. So I'll just yeah. Yeah, I think the root canal thing might have been a bit of a blessing in disguise because I had to ask for money and I asked for 2,500. And you folks, dear viewers, you all really stepped up for me. I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you so much. Because I ended up, well, it's not even done yet. There are still some donations slowly trickling in, but at the time of this recording, that GoFundMe, which I only needed $2,500 for, is at like 5,000, something like that. So it's double what I asked for. It lets me know you folks appreciate what I'm doing, and that there is potentially a market for Patreon there, and that maybe I'm kind of selling myself short by not having one. It's like, I've been doing this for 10 years, right? I don't know what has held... Well, I know what has held me back. I just want to make sure if you give me money on like a monthly basis or on a per video basis, which I know you can do on Patreon, if you do that, I just want to make sure it's worth your money. I don't want to disappear for months the way I always do on YouTube after people give me money. It would look so bad. It wouldn't be the case where, I guarantee you, it would not be something along the lines of like, I got the money I wanted, I can stop making videos now. I would never do that. I love doing this. I think the fact that I've been doing this for so long with so little pay is proof positive of that. But I know my habits. I would like, even now I've been streaming on Twitch, like I said, for about 4 or 5 years on a schedule, but the past couple of months I haven't. Since I started World of Warcraft, I haven't. And I have an explanation for that too in regards to the WoW thing. But yeah, man, I'm concerned about my inconsistency coming off the wrong way, or not, or more accurately, I'm concerned about my inconsistency just being unfair to the people who join my Patreon. But I don't think I need... Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think I need... I don't think I need to be doing this for 6 months now for me to start a Patreon, right? I don't think I need to make X's Adventures in Minecraft for 6 months before I do that. I think I can just do that. I don't know. A large part of this little tirade I'm on here. I'm so stoked about how much iron I have. A large part of this little tirade here is me wanting to get your feedback on it, you know? So we'll see what happens. I do want to do that kind of thing, because if I started a Patreon, there's a good chance that I might actually be able to do something like move out. I don't know, I have to do it for a while and make sure it's stable. Maybe a year, you know? Make a bankroll sort of thing. I want to start taking care of myself, in other words. I've been the kind of person who's just... Depression is big. Depression has been big in my life. I used to see a psychologist, and he did diagnose me as borderline depressed back in 2008-ish or something like that. And I've always struggled with it. I don't think my depression has ever reached severe points. And I've always been, not to play myself up or anything, but I've always been kind of a strong person. So even at my darkest points, I've never been destroyed or completely defeated. That's never, it's never happened, except for maybe once. But you know, that kind of thing is that kind of thing helps you grow. That's how I see it. Anyway. This got too deep, too real. Point being, I've never done a good job of taking care of myself. And I'm in a spot right now where, I don't know. It's kind of weird to say, but I feel like you know when you're ready. And I feel like I'm ready. everybody... One thing I'm learning, and that I've learned, is that everybody blooms in their own time. You can't rush it. Some people bloom really early, and then the sky is the limit for those people, you know? They do whatever. We're not all like that. Some of us can force it with enough force of will, I think. I think that's possible. Let's kind of push these out. Boop. And then... Oh, these... I just tossed the iron. Okie doke, that's not what I wanted. What did I pick up? Later oak fences. I know it's weird to throw those away out of all the choices. Did I grab the iron? I did, yay! Oh yeah, everybody blooms. Everybody... Whoa, oh, it's a bat. Everybody comes into their own at different times. And I'm not saying just wait for it. You can't do that either, because then you'll never come into your own. It'll just never happen. Life isn't an anime. Life's not a movie or a series or a story. Right? I mean, in some ways it is. In a lot of ways it is. But in those things, all the characters that you watch in your shows and things and all that, they have lives that are purposely written to be interesting. In reality, you won't get to where you're going unless you keep putting one foot in front of the other. So yes, if you're in a position where you feel like you're super far behind and stuff is starting to mount, and it feels like you've been behind for so long that it's probably impossible to catch up, don't believe that. Don't ever believe that. Because here's the secret. There is no such thing as catching up. Your path is yours and yours alone. All you have to do is live it. But there is a certain amount of it that you won't get access to. That you'll just stop cold if you don't keep moving. So you have to keep moving, of course. But do realize one very important thing. Again, if you're feeling lost or behind or anything like that, just know that right now, because I find that often the stresses come when you're very much in the present and you're thinking about where you are and how far you are from where you want to be. That's two factors right there, where you are and where you want to be. And you're so worried about where you are that you think you won't get to where you want to be. But don't think like that, because that's just not true. Keep putting one foot in front of the other and realize this very important fact. Right now, you are exactly where you need to be to get where you're going. It's just truth. As for where you're going, well, largely that's up to you. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Decide for yourself, or just see where the road leads. Up to you. But whatever you do, do not idle. And another thing, if you do idle, now here I'm going to put a torch on the right side here because I want it to match with that one. Now, if you do idle, because you're human, you're going to get tired. You're going to get tired. Did I say tired twice? You're going to get tired. You're going to lose motivation. And some days you're just not going to be putting one foot in front of the other. Some days you're just not going to do that. And that's fine. Forgive yourself. That's another big one. Forgive yourself. In fact, start now. Just look at all the stuff that you hate about yourself, all the time you feel like you've wasted, all the progress you haven't made. Look at all that stuff. And right now, just forgive yourself. That was huge for me. That was colossal for me. We found our way back to the entrance. Look at that. Oh, what a haul! I had to take a long, hard look at myself, and I looked at mistakes, especially some very recent, current, huge mistakes in life. Oh, it's raining outside. And I said, I'm tired of feeling terrible about this and beating myself up about it. I'm quick to forgive others. I should organize. I'm quick to forgive others, but very, very slow to forgive myself. But I forgave myself for those things. And when you do that, when you say, okay, I know I messed up. I know that I've been consistently messing up. When you say that, you can either let it weigh on you or you can say, all right, well, that's in the past. And then you close the door on all that anxiety. And then you turn around and you look at the path in front of you that's no longer heavy. Life itself gains a sense of adventure again. And who knows, maybe, and I really can't say, but some part of my subconscious thinks maybe that's why I'm doing X's Adventures in Minecraft again. I spent a lot of time in a depressive state, man. I really did. And, I don't know. Doing X's Adventures in Minecraft again, even in this hardcore setting, it feels like I've come back to where I was when I first started, and I'm back on track. I feel like I've been slowly getting back on track over the course of the past, like, month or two. It's a process, and I have to keep moving forward. And yes, forgiving yourself once is not going to solve everything. It's a process. You have to keep forgiving yourself because your anxieties and your stresses are going to return. It's very possible that you're going to forgive yourself, feel fantastic because now you feel immensely unburdened, and now you can start to pursue things with a happy mindset, you know? You might feel great about that, but then everyone has their low points. You get tired, maybe, I don't know, something, you have your low points, you're gonna regress, you're gonna slip back into realizing, maybe especially when you make a mistake again, you're gonna think again about all the stuff that you've made mistakes with and all the things you didn't like. It's gonna come back. When that happens, remember what you did the first time and say, you know what, no, that's not the path I'm on anymore. And you have to keep readjusting yourself. I can say it gets easier over time, and eventually you're not having to do that anymore. You've just wholeheartedly forgiven yourself and closed the chapter and opened a new one in your life. So yeah, you're gonna have to keep doing that. It's an effort, it's a process. But I feel like in the past couple of months, I've unlocked something, and things starting to feel, I don't know, it's I don't know, I'm in a good spot right now. I really am. Wow, this got really deep, really fast. Okay, so anyway, dear viewers, we've just been on an adventure. We took out that spider spawner, and that opened up the rest of the mine shaft for us, and that gave us all these resources to pursue what we want to pursue, which is, I don't know. I need to figure out what the next step is, because since I came across that spider spawner, in my mind, my goal was to just blow that thing up with some TNT, but I didn't say it until I actually did it because I wanted you folks to see that happen. I wanted it to be a bit of a surprise, and I wanted it to be a bit exciting, and it was! Pressing that button on that TNT and then running away and then getting caught by the cobweb while I was running away on a hardcore playthrough with spiders like flying everywhere, like all the darkness. Yeah, that was really cool. Now that that's done, now that my first goal, which I didn't state was my first goal, because again, I wanted it to be a surprise, but now that my first goal of taking out that spider spawner and further exploring the mine shaft is out of the way, that can open up new things, and I haven't decided quite where we're going yet, dear viewers, but stay tuned because we are going to be pressing forward. I'm going to do all the inventory management and stuff off camera, etc., etc. That's going to do it for this particular video. Hope you folks enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you folks next time.